You already know, man, it's gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. We disagree, move on, but we can still stand strong. Hey, man, gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong, man. Um, so I just got done watching the SwamP story. Title alone, bro, was like, oh, here we go. You feel me? Hoodie from the hood, representing that RFC. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You feel me? Big gloves. That's my cousin. He had issue when it came to San Diego. When he reported on San Diego and he did what he had to do as far as with San Diego. Now, mind you, bro, I'm not from New Orleans. Not from San Diego. But when somebody tell you from their city, like, nah, bro, it didn't happen like that. Now, you're not going to get everything correct, right? You're not going to get everything correct. 9 times out of 10 is pretty much he say, she say. You feel me? You get everything factual. But I would think, as he says himself, I'm talking about SwamP Stories, he's a journalist. That's not journalism to me, bro. I'm going to be real. But I respect his content in general, bro. I've been locked in. I've been locked in for a minute now. And I respect how he put his videos together, his visuals, you know, his humor, all that, bro. I'm on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit up here and say he's trash. But some of the information, in my opinion, is like, nah, bro, I don't see it like that. You feel me? Now, as far as the whole documentary, like I said, I'm not from New Orleans, so I can't have any discrepancies or disputes about like some of the topics that he was speaking on. But I also learned a lot as well too, where I feel like when I went and watched other cats, like what's my boy Skipper, you feel me, from the MILF, and when I watched Terrence Gangster Williams, and when I watched this other cast that I think I was tapping into, where it seemed like it's lining up. You feel me? Like it aligned with what was going on. So I give them that. But some stuff kind of seemed like a little bit fetched, in my opinion. Stories about surviving Birdman, because just the name within itself is like on some R. Kelly and Diddy type of vibes. Like, come on, bro. But I think he disguised himself. Speaking of SwamP Stories, he disguised his voice making his videos because it's something that stood out to me. And it wasn't SwamP Story. He didn't say it, but he did prompt the question. And I felt like bro, that's not even real journalism to me. You speak the facts. Even if it's alleged, okay, that's cool, but you don't ask like, hey, okay, do you agree or disagree? I don't know, that seemed kind of weird, because how the way you're asking this question, in my opinion, it kind of feels that you're already on this side. Rest in peace, Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Rabbit. If people don't know, that's Lil Wayne's step pops. That's why I say I like messing with SwamP Stories, because this is some information that I feel like I watch a lot of interviews, right? A lot of interviews, and I didn't even know that Rabbit was trying to start, or I don't know if it was ever commenced as far as did it ever establish with his record label or not, or that was something he was trying to put in motion. I didn't know that. You feel me? So salute to that. I just always thought Rabbit was, you know, that guy in the streets, and he did what he had to do to, you know, feed Miss Sita. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's where I would start looking at certain situations. Like, come on. Like, certain thing, bro, like, it's just out. Like, bro, I wouldn't even put that in there. I'm going to be all the way real, bro. I wouldn't even put that in there or even suggest it. You get what I'm saying? If you go watch his documentary, you'll know what I'm talking about, bro. But to even have Birdman name associated with that situation. I'm rocking with Wayne way back in the days. Like I say, Get It How You Live, I think that was 1997. And then after that, that's when we really start booming in my neighborhood as far as listening to Wayne. He always mentioned Rabbit. So you can already, you know that, hey, that's right here in the heart as far as with Wayne. I think I didn't even realize this too, though, bro. Back then when he did the 106 in Park, and he introduced that, I think it's called Everything. But I know, I know, but the streets got me deep. All right, dog. Wait, I'm thinking of two different songs. My bad. It's Everything. I know it's off the Lights Out album. My bad, because I got so many Wayne songs, but it's off the Lights Out album. That was his sophomore album, and he had a song called Everything. But I think it was the Manny Fresh remixed, or he sampled one of the Isley brothers. But anyways, back on SwamP Stories, to even like talk about that, bro, not cool. Not cool in my opinion. And like I said, I'm not from New Orleans, whether he's telling the truth or not. And matter of fact, I doubt it. Let's just say that. I doubt it. He's not telling the truth. But I really want to get on this situation as far as with humiliation ritual, right? What they trying to do with certain people when they say when you in the industry, right? They already let it be known like, bro, hey, you got to do something crazy before you see that other step. And I look at it like this, right? With the humiliation ritual, if that was true with them, no, I can't give it to that. My bad, bro. I just can't do it, bro. Because he brought up the whole, how Wayne and Baby, kiss each other on TV, right? And how I think it was a picture that resurfaced with the I think that was 2003, 2004 or something like that, bro. That picture resurfaced, and he's trying to let it be known, like, bro, if it wasn't for that, going on, and mind you, I'm not defending that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending those actions, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up here and make it seem like if that situation didn't go down when it comes to MTV or wherever they was at, right? I'm not gonna make it seem like bro, Wayne put in the work. He proved it. It's one thing, like, you feel me, you do something, right? Like, it makes sense. If you do something and you not putting in the work, then it's like, oh yeah, most definitely. Bro, it's documented. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it in Milwaukee. It's documented. Oh, 106 Apart with Wayne. I remember watching that episode too, and I was like, wait, what? But at the same time, I know how they get down out there, you feel me, in New Orleans. Just like with the word bitch. I always said, like, you feel me? You're not going to, even if you saying it in the sense of, man, that bitch right there, you feel me? But that's how they get down. Am I looking at them in that type of way as homo? Like, no. I'm going to be real, no. That's just me personally. Now, I can't tell everybody else how they feel, and I'm not knocking you for feeling how you feel, but we're not going to just make it seem like, oh, the reason why Wayne did what he did was because of, bro, I'm just basically saying, bro, Wayne put in that work. That's all I'm going to say, bro. Wayne put in that work. And my wifey always tell me two things can be true, P. And that's real. Like I said, I don't know for a fact. This is giving my honest opinion, but I lived it in real time what that individual was doing. And that's why it's still stuck right here in me. You get what I'm saying? I lived through it. You get what I'm saying? I lived through it. So it wasn't no cakewalk. That's all I'm saying, bro. It wasn't no cakewalk. So don't tell me about no ritual, like, well, that kind of canceled, because he went overboard. Like, he went overboard, bro. 77 features in 1 year, bro. No album out. Gassing. Dropped the mixtape, did 1 million, and then dropped the album. Dropped the leak that we all heard, did 1 million on that as far as downloads or whatever they was doing back then with LimeWire, and then end up dropping, you feel me, first week, July 10th, 2008, on my pop-up birthday. Rest in peace. Pop-up Pope. Love you. Target. How you doing, Auntie Nikki? You get what I'm saying? My Auntie Nikki came and picked me up. P. You know they dropped. He dropped. Huh? Wayne. Oh, okay. We pull up in Carson. Then we had J-Rock. J-Rock come to the hood. Messing with Lil Yak. Matter of fact, I'll take that back. This was 2 days prior, because I remember hearing that la 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 sitting in the caddy. But that David Banner beat, you feel me? With and Busta Rhymes and my boy Briscoe. Oh, damn, my bad. Hey, my bad, Top Dog. I hope y'all don't get mad, but yeah, I admit we heard that like 3 days prior before it dropped. So let's just say like June 6th, June 7th. But you know what I noticed? That it wasn't certain ad-libs on certain like it wasn't background tracks. You feel me? If Kaz is not familiar, but yeah, it wasn't, you know, them background vocals, as we could say, because I know that probably sound dated saying that, but it wasn't ad-libs on Briscoe, and I think because Wayne don't even have none. I think it was Briscoe and Buster. I really believe it was only Briscoe. I think Buster had his. But anyways though, bro, yes, we heard that. We heard that. I'm just saying, bro, like it doesn't, like I said, two things can be true. I understand that, but I feel like that's a slap in the face when you try to, excuse me, my bad, when you try to really sit up here and make it seem like the only reason why Wayne took off how he took off is because of his interaction with Birdman, as far as the BS, the memes going viral, and you know, the 106 in Park and Rap City, the basement, and all that, because he kissed Birdman. I'm like, nah, miss me with that. But I'm gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying it right, I'm not saying it wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button, bro. Put me in that outgrow. You get what I'm saying? Put me in that outgrow. Blessings to everybody, man. Be safe today. Gravity.